Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and with the open beta of Rift coming up in just a couple days, I thought it would be a good time to start what will be a series of video guides on the game. This first guide is designed to help new players to the game level up more efficiently than they would coming into the game blindly. New players to the game will probably feel overwhelmed at the number of decisions they need to make in the first couple levels of the game. There are 32 initial souls to choose from, and the decisions are made even more difficult when you choose your second and third soul within the first 20 minutes of starting your character. However, what new players may not be aware of is that at level 13 you acquire quests that grant you access to all the souls under your class. That means that once you complete these quests, you can swap out souls by simply paying for a respec at your trainer. So the only time your initial soul selection will really matter is from level 1 to level 13. And after that, it doesn't really matter what your initial soul selection was, because you can simply change to something you like better. Getting to level 13 only takes about 5 hours, but this number can vary widely depending on what your initial soul selection was. This guide aims to help you make an informed decision on which 3 souls to start with, so that you can make it to level 13 as efficiently and safely as possible. Different soul combinations can excel at certain roles, such as tanking in a dungeon or healing. However, that same combination may not be good at solo leveling. I'm going to give you my choices for the best solo levelers from levels 1 to 13 for each of the 4 classes, and I'll show you where to spend your points in these combinations. You get a point every level and 2 points every other level. The limitation being that the number of points you spend in a single soul cannot exceed your current level. So if you're spending all your points in one soul, you will have some points left over that you can spend in other souls. When you choose a soul, you get access to a couple abilities from that soul without spending any points in it. So you're going to see me list souls in this guide in the order that I would spend points. The soul at the top of the list you're going to want to keep maxed. Extra points should go into the number 2 soul, and the number 3 soul is typically taken just for 0 point skills. I'm going to start with the rogue because that's by far the easiest soul decision. The ranger gets a pet that can hold aggro while you pelt the mob with your arrows. Adding marksman as your second soul will increase your damage. It's your choice whether you want to spend souls in the ranger soul or spend points in the marksman to increase your own damage. The third soul choice here is almost irrelevant because the ranger alone can level to 13 without any other souls. But I chose the Rift Stalker because he starts with a blink spell that can help you get out of sticky situations. The second easiest class to level up is the Cleric. Now for the Cleric, I'm going to give you 2 combinations to choose from. If you liked being a paladin in WoW, then this combination is right for you. This is going to play like a cross between a paladin and a shaman from WoW. First choice here is the shaman soul, which is going to be your bread and butter of your attacks. And you also get a great shield at level 10. The Justicar will give you a buff that will heal you for a percentage of the damage you deal. And third, the Druid will give you a 0 point pet that can cast a heal over time on you. In this combination, I actually start with the Druid first and don't spend any points in it because the pet helps out a lot the first couple levels. I then pick up the Shaman second and start spending my points there. The second Cleric combination I recommend is pretty interesting. Normally in fantasy RPGs, I enjoy playing the Mage archetype, and this combination gives the Cleric that feeling. If you picked a Cleric because you liked the Priest from WoW, then this is what you're going to want to try. The Kabbalist and the Inquisitor work really well together, and both offer ranged damage spells. So, you can carry a staff or you can carry a 2-handed hammer, but really you're just going to be carrying these weapons for the stats they provide you, because you're going to be casting spells like a mage. For the third soul, I grabbed the Warden because it offers a 0 point heal over time and an instant damage spell. Both of these combinations have great survivability and can kill mobs constantly without having to rest. Now the Mage offers a lot of really interesting souls. For leveling, the Elementalist offers a great pet that can tank and hold aggro really well while you're blasting away. The Stormcaller has a lot of really complementary skills to choose from to spend your points in. I focus spending my points on anything that would affect air-based spells because both souls have them. The great thing about the Elementalist, besides his pet, is that at level 6 you get an ability to recharge your mana that will basically eliminate any potential for downtime. And the Chloromancer will give you a neat little 0-point ability that will heal allies, including your pet, for a percentage of the damage that you deal. Finally, the Warrior. Now, the Warrior, in my opinion, is the easiest class to mess up. I tried a lot of different combinations before I found the one that really felt right for leveling. The only soul that offers a low-level self-heal is the Reaver. At level 6, you get an ability that will cause a dot you have to heal you for half the damage it does. It's not a lot, but it helps, so it's my first choice. Paragon is second because it focuses on dual wielding and will give you a lot of DPS. Riftblade works well with both of these, so it's my third choice. Ironically, the Warrior is the hardest class in terms of surviving on your own, at least in these early levels. So whenever possible, it's going to be really helpful to jump into public groups or do quests with your friends. Well, those are the 4 classes, and I hope this video will really help you a lot with your initial soul selections. Check back on my channel soon for more Rift guides, and have fun, everybody.